Are you strapped for cash in your Football Manager save, or maybe you're just looking for a short-term goalkeeping fix? Don't worry, I've got you covered. I'm going to give you 5 goalkeepers that are all available for under £5 million and could be the new goalkeeper in your Football Manager save. Now, you can have the sexiest tactic in the game. You can have a front three worth 200 million, but if your keeper is naff, it's only asking for heartbreak. Now, I'm not saying that these boys are going to be absolute world beaters, but I'm saying for the price that they're available, they could be a really good option. And in no particular order, we're going to be starting in Germany. Now, the first name on my list is Alexander Nubel. He's a Bayern Munich goalkeeper. He's currently on loan at Stuttgart. He has 2 caps for the German national team at the age of 28, and his value is 450k to 4.5 million pounds. We're looking at a 6'4" goalkeeper here who's been on loan at Stuttgart for the last few seasons, so he is not in Bayern Munich's plans, hence the price for a goalkeeper that looks like this. Technically, he's pretty sound. He looks like a good ball playing goalkeeper to me. He's got the passing covered. He's got the kicking covered. He's very, very good in one-on-one situations. The only thing for me that potentially lets him down a little bit is this off the ball rating here, and maybe his pace. So maybe don't use him as a sweeper keeper, but 12 technique, he can definitely do the job as a ball player. He's decent with his left foot. He's good on his right foot. I think that he's going to see you right in pretty much any save. The only thing that I think you have to be wary of with him is he's on a long contract and he's on 125 grand a week. I haven't done enough digging to find out how much you can sort of negotiate him down to. You might have to do a bit of a chat with an agent here and there. But if you're getting him for that cheap and the transfer budget and you've got the spare wages, good option. Number 2 on my list is, again in Germany, Florian Kastenmeier. He's a Fortuna Dusseldorf important player, so you might be looking at the top end of his value, which is 230 to 2.3 million pounds, but still an absolute bargain. He's on 10 grand a week. He's another ball playing goalkeeper, very similar technically to Nubel, and I'd say he's probably better mentally as well. Watch out for the aggression. The only things that kind of let him down really are again pace, but if you're not playing with a high line, you're playing with a ball-playing goalkeeper, he's got all of the credentials to do that job for you. 6'4", fairly determined, and again, reasonable left foot, very strong right foot. At 28 years old, there's plenty of life in him, and he's in the Bundesliga too, so I'm sure he would be open to a move to a bigger club. For our next stop, we found ourselves in Italy at AS Roma, and Premier League fans might remember Pierluigi Golini from his time at Man United. He was at Villa, he was at Spurs. He's 30 years old. He's listed as a first choice goalkeeper at Roma. I don't know how much game time he's going to get, but he's only listed as his value as 350 grand to 3.5 million. And he's only on 24.5 grand a week. He's got an Italian cap. And when we look at him, I would say he's different to the other two in that he's not really a ball player. He's okay. He's got 10 out of 20 for his passing. His technique isn't great. His left foot is weak, so he's very one-footed. But I just think he is just a good, solid, standard goalkeeper. He's got decent handling, decent kicking, brilliant jumping reach. 6'4". He's going to be keeping the ball out the net. He's going to be collecting crosses. So it's a good, experienced option. Staying in the Serie A, my next recommendation is Simone Scuffi. We're looking at an Italian goalkeeper. He's 29 years old, no caps for the Italian team. He's over at Pisa, listed as a first choice goalkeeper. And I mean, I don't think he's potentially as good as maybe some of the others on the list. Golini probably tops him for me, but that is probably reflected in his value. But he is still a bargain. 190 to 1.9 million pounds, 12.25 grand a week, playing in the Serie A. He's very right-footed again. He's 6'4" again, and you know, he just looks like a decent, solid goalkeeper for me. He's got great determination. I like the jumping reach. The pace and the acceleration is probably one of the better ones on this list so far. And technically, he's okay. He'll do a job. I could see him doing a job at the sort of like mid-table to sort of bottom half Premiership side if you find yourself in that situation. Very experienced. So again, go and check him out, especially for that price. And the last player on my list is Alex Couto Horio Pisano. Bit of a mouthful, but this is by far my favourite pick and probably my number one from the 5 that I bought you so far. 19 years old, so considerably younger than the other 4 gentlemen on the list. We're looking at a Japanese international. At 19, he's already got 1 cap for Japan. He's playing for Nagoya. He's listed as an important player, although they haven't really been using him in this save. He's come off the bench 14 times by the looks of it, which is odd for a goalkeeper, but he's only started 4 games. This guy for me has absolute bags of potential. We're looking at a 6'6" goalkeeper with a very strong right foot. Again, maybe not the best with his feet, but he is young. You could develop him. You could mould this guy into whatever you want. I love the mental attributes at this age. Technically, he's very, very sound for a 19-year-old. He is only on 4.6 grand a week. But he has got 4 years left on his contract, so they might not be in a hurry to sell him. I drilled down with his agent a little bit on what his value would be, because I'll admit when I was looking for players for this list, he was valued up to 5.4 million, so just slightly out of our £5 million range. But when I spoke to the agent, they told me he would be available for 3.5 million. Absolute bargain. Perfect if you wanted a younger understudy for an older goalkeeper that maybe has a couple of years left and then you want to move him into the team when he's 21. Or if you're in a situation where you can afford to have a younger man within the sticks, this guy could be perfect. But you may have to move quick, because in this save, he's already wanted by Chelsea. So there you go. There is my top 5 goalkeepers available for under £5 million in the game. Let me know in the comments below, have I missed anyone off that list? Have you found a better option? Or who was your favourite from those 5 that I presented to you? If you did like the content, please do give us a like and subscribe. It helps us out massively. Until the next time, take care.